What's going on in King of Kings family? It's day 33 of our Lent campaign, dwelling in the Gospel of John through the 40 days of Lent. And today's reading is John chapter 18, verses 1 through 24. This is Jesus being arrested in the garden, and Peter pulls out his sword, ready to throw down, and Jesus tells him, no, that's not what we're here to do. And I remember earlier in the Gospels where Peter announces that he was going to die for Jesus. He would lay down his life to protect Jesus. And Jesus says, no, actually, you're going to deny me 3 times. And we'll read about that when we see one of those denials here in today's reading. But it's almost like when Peter announces that he's going to die for Jesus, way back in earlier in the Gospels, that it really was about Peter's glory. Like if Peter would have led the charge to save Jesus, even if he would have failed, Peter would have looked awesome. He would have gone down as the hero of the story. And what Jesus actually says is, no, I need you not to be the hero. I need to be the hero of the story. There were things that Peter wanted to do for Jesus that would have made him that would have made Peter the important one, Peter the center of the story, Peter the center of everyone's attention. Peter would get the glory if he would have laid down his life for Jesus. And Jesus says, no, actually, you need to deny me so that I will be the one who gets the glory. Because later, we'll read at the end of our campaign that Peter ends up getting restored by Jesus. And again, it's this amazing moment where Jesus shows himself to be the one worthy of the glory. But if Peter would have taken that moment, it would have really defeated the purpose of the whole thing. And I just think about the things that I want to do for Jesus and you want to do for Jesus. Are they for our glory or are they for his? When I think about impacting, seeing our church grow and engage in our community in meaningful ways, there is a part of me that is tempted to think about how I'll look when that happens. I know that doesn't sound very pastoral to say that pastors struggle with pride, but they absolutely do. And really what we need to be discerning is, what is the thing that Jesus has for us to do where he will get the most glory? What is the thing that is within us to do and to be that will most glorify Jesus? And to lean into that, to lean into whatever that is. And even in our failings, Jesus can be glorified. And in our church, there's been issues in the past, long before I got here. And I just wonder how many of those things, Jesus didn't cause those to happen, but I wonder if they were permitted to happen so that Jesus would be glorified in whatever way that manifests. And so what we know from Peter's story is that Peter doesn't get to be the center of attention. He doesn't get to be the hero. Jesus is the hero. And in our lives, the only way we really can glorify Jesus is when we allow him to be the hero, and for us to lean in, not into our strengths, but really into our weaknesses. And so today, what are those weaknesses for you? And how can Jesus be glorified in them? That's all for today. We'll see you tomorrow. God bless.